They just got over 500 subs. They have a strange shopping behavior. They make fantastic music videos of their family, review campgrounds, and they even have a fetish for camping supplies. I wonder who this could be.
Don't touch anything. Wait, what I'm holding is very valuable. It's not a toy. Easy with that. The kid's coming with me.
All right. Little thumbs up, please. And I will bring you on. Oh, we're expecting David and Tanya. I wasn't prepared for this. What is going on? Is David there? Can we see David too? Is that possible?
There he is.
All right, I'm going to put it on this one so we can see you both. That was awesome.
Can you hear us okay?
Yes, we can. Oh, that was great. So before we do our interview, let's just have an interview.
Okay.
So you guys used to be tent campers, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what happened?
It got hot.
106 degrees hot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So have you, I forget if you actually made a trip in it yet.
We have, it just haven't aired yet. I'm actually editing the second trip right now.
Okay. All right. So that's something for us to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
You did have a little tour of it, though.
Yep.
It was a marvelous tour, I must say. I'm sorry. It's dad jokes. What am I going to do?
I love it.
I can't make them go away. All right. So let's ask you a few questions.
Okay.
The superhero trifecta. If you could have 3 superpowers, because when someone asks you for just one, they just can't work without something with them. So we're giving you 3. What would you choose to have and why?
Okay, well, I would choose the ability to fly. I like that one. And why? Because I don't want to walk anywhere. I don't like walking too far. So I would like to fly. And then I think I said the ability to run fast. I like to run fast, or super strength.
Oh, super strength.
Yeah,
is what you
super
brought up
strength.
earlier.
Because if I needed to defend anybody, then I could do it, Mama Bear.
Pick a car up off a kid.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So, and then my third would be time travel. So because I'd make mistakes, and if I do, then I can go back in time and fix it.
See, I like that. She didn't go for the time travel so I can fix the world, because obviously the butterfly effect would be a real problem. She's like, I made a mistake. Let me go fix my mistake. Like,
yes.
That's pretty good.
Do you want to explain what the butterfly effect is for those who are not sci-fi fans?
All right. So if you go back too far in time and you make some small change, it could make a huge ripple throughout time and totally mess everything up. A lot of people, they don't think about the whole time travel thing a whole lot, but doing something as little as stepping on a butterfly in the dinosaur era, and then you come back and the entire world is completely different because the little change made bigger changes as it went through time. So
Awesome.
a lot of people would think, hey, I'll go back and kill Hitler to prevent World War II, but at the same time, that could have massive negative effects as well. So
That was a great explanation. That's awesome.
Good job.
now I have some answers.
I can't wait to hear these.
I want to be able to control the weather so it can be
Oh.
70 degrees with low humidity every day. I want
You
the
look
power.
good in Storm's outfit, by the way.
Thanks. my hair is turning white. I want the power to be able to make all the Lucky Charms marshmallows. Because why not? And the last one, I'm going to kind of pick up a little bit of a fight. I want the ability to fly so I can fly behind Tanya and watch for when she yells, woohoo! Because she keeps mocking Captain Marvel for yelling that when she flies for the first time.
I mean, seriously, I didn't take her serious in that one moment. It was like,
Because she
I
yelled woohoo, and I'm like, wouldn't you yell
she said,
woohoo if you learned how to fly?
No.
All right. So the Lucky Charms was great. You made me laugh, and I still think Tanya's are better. So now, do you have the original Spider-Man mask?
No.
Oh, well, then let me ask you this.
Okay.
Who created the first Spider-Man?
It's a trick. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. You got it. Star Wars. You jumped right in. I'm so proud of you. What if I told you that Disney was selling a Spider-Man costume before Marvel and co-creator Stan Lee had even invented Spider-Man yet?
Wow. That's awesome.
What?
Yeah.
Would you like to know more?
Yes.
In 1963, legendary costume company Ben Cooper Incorporated released the very first Marvel Honor. Interestingly enough, however, Ben Cooper had already been selling an original costume dubbed Spider-Man for nearly 10 years,
Wow.
long before Stan Lee co-created the Spider-Man character. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Sure.
Let's do that. I believe we're going to be able to talk while I do this one.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that face. So this is the original Ben Cooper Spider-Man costume, which was discovered discontinued in favor of the same name costume that the company ended up making in partnership with Marvel. Many have suggested that it was actually Cooper who created the character rather than Stan Lee, though there's really no way of knowing if Lee was inspired by the costume or not.
The text at the top of the mask almost looks like the original Spider-Man logo, too.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's pretty. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Thank you, Jody, for finding this cool stuff that she finds.
That is awesome.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. What is one thing you wish you knew more about?
I had said I would like to know more about photography.
About the what?
Photography.
Oh, yes.
When I was in high school, there's two classes I wish I would have taken. One was typing, and the other was photography. I wish I would have done both.
I agree with both. I took typing, and I was the guy that looked at the keys and still got a C.
Yeah.
I should have learned. I'm with you on both those. What do you think, David?
Honestly, I got to thinking about it, and not tying. A lot of people assume that I'm like an Eagle Scout or something going out doing all this camping and outdoor stuff, and I'm not. I don't have that experience. So when it comes time to like tying knots and people look at me like, don't you know a simple box knot? I'm like, no. So it's honestly something that I would like to sit down and learn more about because it has applications throughout everything, not just camping.
I think that's a good one. Boy, you guys picked good answers for that. I didn't even have an answer for that one. I'm still thinking through that. You obviously watch movies. So what is your favorite movie and what makes it your favorite?
Go first.
Yeah. My favorite movie, well,
We went over the questions twice this week, and I think we came up with different answers for this one.
yeah. So
Okay, so the cat's out of the bag. Let
Yeah.
everybody know that when I do an interview, I send the questions early so they have a chance to prepare. So now everybody knows this. So now we're good. Now that's out of the bag. I don't have to hide it anymore.
Well,
Good.
I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that.
Of course, that's the right way to do it.
But of course, my hair is purple. But my favorite movie is The Color Purple, and it's not because it's called The Color Purple.
No, it's a good movie. That's a
Very
good
good
one.
movie. I love that movie. So
And do you have a reason for it?
everything, just the God is trying to tell you something song that was so emotional. Just everything about it. I loved it. It was a great movie.
Okay. David?
Top Gun.
Really?
Yes.
Slider, you stink. Why do you
So-
like Top Gun?
I grew up in a family of pilots, and I even have my private pilot's license. I love flying. And
Oh.
from the filming perspective as well, I felt like they did just an amazing job being able to get out there and film the actual aircraft. And like after I watched that movie and I'd watch something else and be like, that's a model in the movie. That's CGI. Go back to Top Gun. And I thought it had great cinematography. And this no-name guy, Tom Cruise, I'm like, who's this guy? I thought Val Kilmer was going to be everything after that movie.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, Val Kilmer, man, he was funny on his very first. I mean, his movies were hilarious, and then he got all serious. But he did go on to be Doc Holliday, so you got to give him some kudos for that one.
That was one of his greatest.
Yeah.
So are you guys Marvel or DC, or do you love both?
We lean towards Marvel.
Yeah, we lean towards Marvel, but we do like Batman.
I was a huge Batman fan before the Avengers stuff started really blowing up, and then Ben Affleck kind of ruined Batman for me.
Well, so I'm going off script, of course, because I'd like to put you on the spot, and that's those fun things.
Okay.
You know what, according to IMDb's highest viewer rankings, what superhero movie of all time was in the top 5?
As far as the
Ratings from the viewers. They said it was the best movie ever. In the top 5 movies, best ever, one of them was a superhero movie.
Dark Knight.
You're
Superman.
right.
Oh, Dark Knight, really?
Holy cow, that wasn't any fun.
That movie was one of our favorites.
Yeah.
All right, so just to give you the list, 1 through 5. Number 1 was Shawshank Redemption, The Godfather Part 2, The Dark Knight, and 12 Angry Men. So that was the top 5 right now, as of a few days ago. But you guys get some revenge because you're Marvel fans. Do you know how many superhero movies hit the highest grossing of all time in the top 5 and what they were?
Top 5?
Yep. Of all time most grossing movies.
I mean, Endgame's number 1, so.
Yep.
After that, it's got to be Infinity War.
That was in there. That was number 5.
That was number 5.
Yep.
Endgame's number 1. That's number 5.
So you want to hear there is one that's not really Marvel, but still one of your favorites.
That would be The Force Awakens.
That's right. That was number 4. God, it's no fun with you. So number 2 was Avatar, and number 1 was Titanic. James Cameron, taking on the world by himself. So, all right. What are some things you've had to unlearn?
That one I struggled with. I really don't.
Let me take the lead on this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks for calling Domino's Pizza. Would you like to hear about our specials? We both worked at Domino's Pizza, and
Yes. When we left working there. We started working at other places, and we'd have to answer the phone, and we say that.
I've answered the phone for AT&T U-verse like that. I worked at Chipotle, and I answered, and one of the other managers was like, "You're not at Domino's anymore."
Okay, I'm just going to say that was like brilliant. I love it. I'm just going to move to the next question because I'm going to start
It's
clearing up. That
It's
was
the
making
same
me
for
laugh.
both of us on that one.
Yeah.
Were you nervous or scared at all doing the mass shopping the first time?
Yes.
How about you, Tanya? Did that make you nervous?
No, I encouraged it.
She wasn't there the first
But
time.
I wasn't there, so but that's why I encouraged it.
Oh, of course it was. Send him out among the wild. I get it. Tell us some incidents you had during your shopping escapades that you probably didn't film, because everybody can go watch these. They are the people in the background. Like the one clip I showed, I don't know if anybody saw, but some lady jumped out of the clothes and was waving in the background as fast as she could as she went by. It was hilarious. So
That's why it's fun. I go back and I watch those, and then I add that audio later. That's why you go back and you see that she jumps out, and I have the character. It wasn't my vocals at that point. He says, "Don't touch anything."
so great.
The very first one, I was in the Ant-Man mask, which is actually right there next to Tanya on the screen.
Mhm.
And I could not breathe. I legit was struggling to breathe. And when I got all the way to the back by the milk section, I thought I was going to pass out on the floor. I was literally that short of breath in that mask. And I made it. I pushed on and got through it, but I was just like, I was really struggling.
Wasn't Iron Man the same way for you?
Iron Man, I was more hot. And with Iron Man on, I could not see. And I actually I had the whole family there that time, and I ran into Kaylin twice with the shopping cart. She just turns around and looks at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't see.
Speaking of your daughters, they are so adorable. We love your music videos with your family. It's just, they're really, I mean, you really know how to put stuff together. I got to tell you.
Thank you.
So we noticed that you've not gone as a woman superhero or villain yet. What's up with that?
She's not cross-dressing. So.
No.
I mean, I think we all agree that you would look great in a golden tiara as Wonder Woman, or pigtails and a mask like Harley Quinn, or maybe even Lady Deadpool. I think you could pull it off.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Even you're not going to let him, Tanya. You sent him out to the wild without you, and now you won't even make him push the boundaries.
If that's what comes home, then no. I regret that.
No.
In other words, you're not buying him one of those, right?
No.
If you saw the imitation I did of Gary from Daydream About Nice Things, and then I got to thinking about who else should I imitate, and then after watching your video on your house tour, I thought that'd be kind of funny if I put on a blonde wig and Tanya walked around filming our house and kept catching me in all the rooms like Jody.
Oh, Stealth Ninja Jody. She was, I don't know if anybody read the comments, but she, I didn't know what she was going to do in every room. So sometimes I'd go in there and I'd lose character and I'd start cracking up and I'd have to go back and do it again because I was like, darn it, I didn't mean to laugh, but you're killing me. You see me almost fall apart when she's washing her hands, but I held it together after a few of those. I was getting better.
Yes, that was a great video.
It
We like
was.
that one.
She's fun. Oh, she makes me laugh so much. Sorry, I'm talking about you like you're not here, hon. All right. Well, let's see. What do you consider to be your best find, bought, found, or whatever?
Now, were you aiming for camping gear when you said that?
No, I think anything. You found the best wedding ring, or what is it? Oh, you can make a camping gear if that's what you planned on.
Yep. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, what we did with that Cool Your Tent video, which has been our best video, putting the AC in the tent was awesome. I mean, it worked out so well. But then at the same time, she found that USB ceiling fan that
yes,
we're Amazon affiliates, and that is actually doing well for us. But people are going and buying that USB ceiling fan. So we're like, hey, sweet.
Yeah, that was a cool thing. By the way, I forgot to tell you, your Gary impersonation. I bet Gary loved it. You were so great.
Yeah, he really did enjoy it.
Oh, so great. What camping item would you consider was your worst purchase?
The cheap electrical cable that I ran to that air conditioner that almost caught our tent on fire.
Yes, I would agree. I kind of already knew that one as an answer.
Pay extra for a better cord.
Since you have a camping fetish shopping problem, and you do like to shop incognito, what do you think the people in the world spend their money on the most? What kind of general item?
This is good. So this is obviously another Jody has a fact for him.
Oh.
Does she hold up papers? Does she like have a paper up for you? Here's the fact. Read the fact.
Oh no, she had to type them up for me because I'm not good at like reading.
Okay.
I gotta have it like.
Let me look at your glasses.
Oh yeah, I'm already doing that.
Your
Trust me.
glasses. I can see your O-ring light there.
This is sitting back. That's how much I have to sit forward to read this.
What do people spend the most money on?
You guys do it
We do.
regularly.
Food.
No,
Oh.
it's actually fashion.
Ah.
Because you're buying those masks and stuff. You guys are fashion,
You know those masks are fashionable?
I think they are. You got me wanting to get one.
Awesome.
You are kind of a fashionista with those masks. I think you should keep that going. So here's the rundown. Fashion's the most people spend in the entire world. Trips and tourism, nomadic living, right?
Yeah.
Tech products, nomadic living, right? So we hit the top two of the top three. And then the next ones were secondhand sales, like eBay and stuff.
Goodwill.
Books and music. Even with all the pirating and stuff out there, that's still on the top 6. And then educational courses. I was very shocked at that one.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, you can learn to tie knots and you can learn how to type better or or take better pictures. I'm trying to learn photography too. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
Final signature question. What mystery do you wish you knew the answer to?
Well, I put a little bit of thought into it. I want to know who killed Martin Luther King Jr.
That would be a good answer. I'd like to hear that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, David? Huh?
I would like to know why children love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And why my children don't love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my gosh, really?
Our kids are very weird sometimes.
What's that? The Mexican drink. The
Horchata.
Horchata. I love horchata.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk.
Yes, it does.
That's so good. Hey, I just want to thank you guys so much. This was so much fun.
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't bring my cowbell because you know what this Saturday night show needs? Some more cowbell.
So, just so you know, in case you did bring it, I brought a triangle with me. So every time you hit the bell, I would just ding you right over it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
So, if you guys have not by now subscribed to them, I think you will. They have a lot of fun on their channel. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. I love these interviews.
That was our interview with RV on the Wayside. It was last Saturday night, 6:30 Central was the time that the show came on. You can catch RV on the Wayside live every Saturday night at 6:30. It's another opportunity to learn about new up-and-coming YouTube content creators and just have a little bit of fun. Donovan and Jody put a lot of effort into that show to make it fun and funny. Definitely taking advantage of the live from Saturday night in Texas. I love it. So thank y'all so much for having us on the show. We just trimmed it down. The show's actually longer. It's an hour and a half long, but I just trimmed down just our interview to share with our viewers. But if y'all want to go back and check out his show, it's a lot of fun. Happy camping, y'all.